Hello, how are you? I hope if all of you guys doing okay and things are well. This morning we see a lot of bad news coming from the Ministry of Health, and yesterday we, once had like 10 cases, and this one indicates the disease is spreading a lot in the capital specifically and in Sudan as general. Well, gentlemen, my advice here is there's nothing we can do. The country is fragile, and some people say fragile, some people pronounce fragile. So fragile is American and fragile is British. Well, it's not a class, so I don't have to explain anything. Well, stay home, what you do, stay home and let's do one thing. Even though it's an epidemic being sent by God into the ground, God has purpose. God knows why is that and why it's here. We don't have to interfere in God's things. We have nothing other than saying we abhor you, to Allah we belong, and to Him is our return. This as believers, as Muslims, as anyone else believe in God. So what you do as a person, as a gentleman or as a lady staying at home, I hope you stay at home. In my poem I wrote something like, stay at home, you and Tom. So I want you to stay at home, and English speakers, specifically AKC people, let me advise you one thing. Bring some books, read books in this time, and see how many books by the time we get out of this tuttering, this epidemic, this hard time, how many books you read and how many books you study. You can learn how to write, you can learn how to draw, but most importantly, you have to have a lot of books, okay? If you have a library, it'll be amazing for you to pick up whatever book. If you don't have a library, bring books and start reading. Read, it's a chance. Instead of guys wasting our time thinking about how many numbers we have and when we're going to get out of this, and is it going to attack me, Corona? Am I strong enough? What is this? All these questions, you don't have to bother yourself. That's going to help you panic a lot more. That's going to never give you any power of resistance. You see, when fear attacks everybody, fear is Corona, as I said itself. So we don't have to just keep looking at the internet and see Facebook lives and all these things. You have to be well understanding you have to understand well these things. It's an epidemic, it's from God. God will uplift it whenever He wants. Alright? So what you do, follow the rules, stay at home. What you do is read, practice, listen and speak. And try to record all these things. Well, by the time you see how many books you finish, and how many times you practice listening and writing and all this kind of thing. Practice. English speakers, it's a time for you to practice. Practice inside your room, practice everywhere. Speak to yourself. Just speak. 1 hour, half an hour. Just speak. Relax and speak. Practice something. Sometimes practice, do some exercise and come and practice. Whatever type of practice is going to help you grow or progress in English, just go ahead and do it. It's a short advice. I hope you like it, guys. Every once in a while, we try to do something to help our friends what to do and not to do at this time. Thank you very much for listening.